So, you join me in a very intimate moment this evening. Simply because there's nothing really to show you today. We got here to Council Bluffs this morning, and last night, and got parked up and everything. I went in to get a shower, and I had a moment last night with a friend of mine, who is very important to me. And I felt very loved last night. And I went in to get a shower, and while I was in the shower, I got to thinking about how blessed I am. And I got to thinking about the future, and that put me in a scenario in my head where I was meeting somebody new, or trying to meet somebody new for the first time, and, trying to meet somebody new, and I realized in that moment that I'm not ready yet to kind of move to try again as far as a romantic relationship is concerned. So I found myself grieving last night pretty hard for I found myself grieving last night pretty hard, and it's really hard to grieve for something that might have been. And to have every good indication that it was going that direction, and then to have it just abruptly stop makes it so much harder. And I found myself grieving and realizing that I'm afraid to open up to somebody else right now. In the same way. And it will take some time, and I understand that, to get over it, to get past it, or whatever it is. But I really wasn't able to get some sleep. I got a little bit of sleep last night. And I woke up this morning with a splitting headache. And about 8 o'clock, I was supposed to go down the street about 2 miles and deliver. This morning about 8 o'clock, and then try to find a load and get the heck out of here. And I woke up with a splitting headache, so I popped 2 pain pills and went back to sleep. I woke up about 10:30 and got up about 11 and kind of got moving. And about 11:30, I got over there. We went 2 miles, and I delivered. And got back in. Not really, just having trouble today. Moving, staying focused, whatever. And did a great job backing into the store. It was fairly tight. And they unloaded me in about an hour, and I came back over here. And on the way back over here, a friend of mine called me. Somebody I hadn't talked to in about February, March, April, May, so about 3 months. I hadn't talked to him since February. And he was not aware of what had happened. So I found myself telling the story again. And This friend of mine, I love him. He's a great guy. I've known him for years, and he and I, we've been through a lot of very similar situations. I don't talk to him enough. In all honesty, I need to call him more. My father was killed when I was 5 from violence, and his father was killed when he was 9 from violence. And so we share that in common. He had a situation similar to mine happen to him at one point a few years ago that I wasn't aware of. And so I found myself connecting with him over grief for someone that had potential in your life. But mostly I found myself crying while talking to him and just simply grieving today. And so I spent a while on the phone with him talking, and I finally called my friend Steve back, who's also my dispatcher, but he's become a really good friend of mine. And I just told him, I said, I'm not having a good day, and he asked me what was wrong, and I explained it to him, and he said, I understand. And he said, if you need to take the time, take the time. I said, okay. And I got out the load board and distracted myself for a while and tried to find a load and couldn't find anything for today, and started looking for tomorrow and found a couple of things, but nothing good. And so I'm just going to wait till tomorrow and try to find something tomorrow, and in the morning, get up in the morning. But you know, when I came back to do this and decided I was going to do the daily vlogs or whatever, I told you that I would be completely open and honest about what was going on in my world. Well, for the most part. There's some things, obviously, that you have to keep to yourself. People that don't want their business advertised. If it has to do with me, if it affects me in any way, and if I feel like I can tell it, I'll tell it to you. And this is certainly something I think I can share. So, this is it for today. This is essentially what I've done. I stayed here in the truck. I took the time to, I think, grieve in a way that I haven't yet. It's gonna hurt for a while. A long while. And I know that. But I am surrounded by people who care, who love me very much, and want the best for me. And they have been a phenomenal help in trying to get me through this. So, that was my day. Nothing to show, really, than just some poor fucking sap in his feelings, trying to deal with loss. And tomorrow will be a better day. Tomorrow will be a better day. Let's actually say it. Anyway, that's it. I thank you for coming along with me on this journey. And even when it's slow like this, I thank you for being here. So, with that said, you guys know the drill. Keep your shiny side up. See you down the road.